Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a reaction video of the Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins. And it's shine time as the legendary, I was about to say Tariq St. Patrick. Star Terrain always says shine time. We got a great reaction video today. We got Brandon calls out Omari suspect and instantly regrets it. Crash out, called him a bitch, all this other craziness. And I always tell people all the time, I don't stay in California long because it's not my cup of tea. And I just got to be personally honest. I'm not saying nothing's bad. I'm not saying anything's bad with California, but I personally, per se, would never move to California. Not long term. Is there people that like California? Absolutely. You know, people like it. You know, shit gets popping in California. You know, you have the parties, but California ain't me. I personally will be honest with you and tell you that California ain't me. Before we start our show, I would like you to like, subscribe, comment, and also just smash the sub button if you're new to here. And definitely, like I said, you could say do whatever you want. I don't mind. But again, salute to everybody who's on here. I'm about to also share as well. So if you can share, give me a second. I'm gonna share myself. So I'm gonna give you like 30 seconds, and we're gonna get busy. All right, all set. All right, everybody, let's get busy. We're gonna see how this whole situation started off. Give me a second. All right, well, here we go right here.
Wrestle his own match and grab booty cheeks.
Damn.
He liked to
I
defend
like
pedophiles.
booty cheeks, that's for sure.
That's crazy. He liked to
I didn't
defend
defend
pedophiles.
anyone.
He liked to watch
Let's
wee-wee.
be honest, did I
He
defend the
liked to
dude?
watch
No.
wee-wee.
No, exactly.
No.
So you're
He
lying.
liked to watch.
My man said wee wee. That's the shit I be using. Like, yeah, homie be stroking his wee wee or something. Yeah.
Said I didn't defend him.
He liked to watch wee-wee.
I'm just saying, man.
The wee-wee watcher is out of control.
Yeah, so
bro.
he hasn't
You gotta
uploaded
get
to
a
his
hold
channel
of
in
it.
6
Damn.
months.
You bugging today. You watching wee-wees, you pedos, you got booty shorts on. Today has been a crazy day for you.
If you go beat up that pedophile,
Today's been a crazy
you're going to have a
day.
lot of cool points in the
Today's been
streets of LA.
crazy. Beat you up.
He probably would.
No, me. Beat you up.
You
What
will
talking
beat
about?
me up?
Yes,
You
nigga
can't beat
you
me up.
Stop bringing up
You
other
can't
niggas
beat me
who
up.
in jail. Nigga,
You
nigga
really
beat
think you
up.
could beat me up?
Nigga beat you up.
No, you can't.
You mean?
No.
Nigga
You
didn't
can't.
follow me
Alright,
outside.
alright,
I'm going to be outside as soon as this is over. If you feel that strongly, get
Alright.
cracking.
Follow me.
Follow you. I'm going to walk right outside, right
Follow
past
me
you.
outside the building.
I'm going to walk right out.
Yo, this is crazy. He's talking crazy right now. He's talking about like, yo. He basically told Omari suspect, yo, you really are not about that life, my man. And like, this is the whole thing about chat niggas. And I have to say this about chat niggas. This is how a lot of chat people are, and I must say this. Academics inspired this, he influenced this type of bullshit with people. So when people get, People are actually crashing out and going to jail. And people don't understand. You start talking crazy to people like this, shit like this happens. Let me tell you something. Academics don't understand until you get run up on. And you always meet the right nigga. You know? Hey, what's good? Salute to African Village. Salute. How's your morning? But yeah, it's just people run up on you and stuff like that. California is different, especially Boston. Crackheads run up on you in Boston. They'll fight you out here. Yeah, in Boston, yeah, they'll run up on you. Crackheads will run up on you, try to... Yo, there was this guy I knew. He got so broke, he started selling soap to crackheads. Crackhead stabbed him. Because he thought everything was sweet and these crackheads ain't gonna do nothing. Yo, when a motherfucker needs his fix or a motherfucker on something, shit goes left quickly. You know? How do we dial into I didn't do that yet, but I'm gonna be doing the collab joint soon. I don't know how to do that yet, but yeah. Sinful P roasted on. Yeah, shout out to Sinful P. I think he passed away, man. You know, R.I.P. to him. Omari Suspect is weird. Yeah. Oh, salute to Nick Machiavelli. Salute to you, Nick. Omari Suspect is a weird cat. Like, not a weirdo, but he's an unusual person. I don't know what type of like shit he was into back in the days or what he does now. Well, he's unemployed now, but yeah, this whole situation went left because this shit that happened like a week ago. Like, Brandon has he has an issue with, low key disrespecting people. And I'm gonna be personally honest about that. I think this is how all this shit went left. Like, you could tell Omari Sussa. I'm gonna tell you how this whole shit started too. Omari Sussa, he called up Anonymous too. Yeah, Tariq. You know that's how you know it's him. When you gonna debate? Brandon Tariq. Yeah. That's what all that Bucci Bear shit was about. Bucci Bear was probably inspired by him. So. Oh, your mic's a little bit light. All right, thanks for telling me. Give me a second, everyone. Testing. Better? Is it better, everyone? But yeah, Brandon has an issue of disrespecting people like in their face. I think this is where most of these chat niggas get it from. I think academics started that stuff. Once academics started getting money, microphone's like, me want to beat your ass because and how judgy you and you're making laugh at your funky looking, you need to brush your shit. Yeah, how do we download? Yeah, but hold on. Is this a troll? African Village. Your mic is like, make me want to beat ya. You need to brush your shit. I'm cutting this thing off, man. You serious? Oh yeah, African Village is a troll. You gotta be a troll. I hope you are a troll. I'm gonna tell you something, African Village. We have a lot of undercovers, and I think you're one of them. Salute to you, but I still think you're undercover. You're the first motherfucker to talk about calling in. Where you from? Before we start this, where you from? Actually, before we go back, where you from? Because you judging my appearance. I know in Africa they got a lot of homosexuality down there now, so it's cool, You are what you are, but, I don't like to be flirted with. African Village, where are you from? Don't say America. Where's your family from? At your funky looking ass. How do we call up African village? You gonna say something? Yo, you was you were high Omari like 30 seconds ago. Oh, he ran. Yeah, man, just like your people, man. Y'all fleers, but let's get back into what we talking about. But yeah, Brandon has an issue of disrespecting people, and it is what it is. It is what it is. It's just he just ran into the right person. Them skinny niggas. Those are the skinny niggas you gotta be careful with. The skinny niggas will pull out guns, knives, and stuff like that because they too thin to win. Keep talking more about people you saw ass Bobby. Oh, I knew you. Yo, where you from, man? You scared to tell people where you from? If you ain't gonna tell us where you from, we don't want to hear from you. Go get yourself some Agusi soup in your mud hut, all right? We don't care anymore now.
Out the building. I'm gonna walk right out the building, and you're gonna do nothing.
We can do whatever you'd like to.
Gonna walk right. You just said you was gonna beat me up. Now we're gonna do whatever.
All right, we're not doing none of that. No fights.
Listen,
no
wait a
fights.
minute,
Come outside the
No
You
fights.
see how niggas use coded language?
So we can do what you like to.
Can I peacefully say this?
Yes,
You see how
please.
niggas use coded language? He first said
You watch
he
Wee
wanna
Wees
fight
and
me.
you wear booty
Then he
shorts.
said we gonna do whatever you wanna do.
shit.
This just
nothing.
talks crazy.
You
Like,
don't wanna do
listen,
nothing,
I'm
though.
not worried about
Let's
your
get
little
into
high
some-
yellow ass,
You
bro.
just
For
talking
real.
with your booty shorts on. You
We
don't
both
wanna
got
do
our
nothing.
shirts on.
So
we
Papoose claims he wrote 90% of Remy Ma's music, guys.
He's a buster.
Yeah, Les. Yeah,
Apparently.
good. Yo, Les is a good person because you know what? He tried to change the whole subject. He tried to turn down the temperature, but it's just not happening. The motherfuckers is lit. Omari's probably on something right now. He was already rolling up a blunt, so he's probably already having a bad day. B just came from an ass whooping from Lush. Like, shit ain't going good for B right now. And this is why... This ain't the first time he got ran up on. This ain't the first time this motherfucker got ran up on. The first time he got ran up on was by King Flex. King Flex ran up on him. He did a 180, did the flojo for a little bit, and left his lawyer, his attorney. Shit wasn't looking good to him. It just wasn't looking too good, man. Then he went on, oh yeah, you had two big Mexicans. No, the Mexicans wasn't gonna do nothing. We already know this shit is. We already know what this shit about. And I don't even think B's from Cali. So the way he's gonna think, I think B's from the East Coast. Brandon's from the East Coast. You know, East Coast laws and rules don't work in California. Like in California, this is what I always tell people. In California, 5 niggas want to fight you, you have to fight those 5 niggas. If you run, people gonna call you a bitch. Like, I never got that shit. I thought, like, yo, fight another day, motherfucker. That's that Sun Tzu shit. They caught you trying to talk to kids again. The fuck are you talking about? African village, you sell kids. What are you talking about? Your people sell kids. Kids should not come out your mouth. Kids should not come out your mouth. Yes, we got another teller. We got another secret agent. He's mad. He's another mad African. If you're so mad at me and you're so mad at Black American, you could leave and go back to your country. Your country's waiting for you to help them instead of run off on them. You ran off on your people. You did some sucker shit. Kid, go in your mouth. You fool. What do you... Come on, man. African village, you're embarrassing your peoples. Your peoples are embarrassed of you. You're not even... Come on, and the thing about it, y'all Africans call yourself warriors, but y'all ran from y'all country. How warrior is that? What warrior pride is that? What warrior pride is that? Then you ran into another white man's hands. Absolutely. Absolutely, Nick. This is the type of bullshit that these African villages be on. You're mad at us because we getting it popping in America. And we didn't need your help. We didn't need your African pride. If African pride is running, I'm good. I'm good. We fight over here. We get busy over here. Y'all still got Europeans in your country fucking y'all up and taking y'all bitches. Do you think we want to be anything like y'all? Your parents is embarrassed of you. Your ancestors embarrassed of you. Your ancestors wish that we were their offspring. We was their offspring. Let's personally be honest. Let's talk about it. You really want to talk about African villages? Let's talk about it. What have you done in your country? Instead of just run, be on your knees, kissing white man feet. Letting them motherfuckers ride on your back like you're a cow, or was it a horse or something? A cow or a horse. Or even a donkey. Because y'all resemble more of a jackass than a fucking horse. Y'all ancestors are embarrassed of y'all. We got these niggas out of here and there wasn't even a lot. And they still couldn't progress their land. Quit using our word. You copying our word. The dirty white word. That's y'all. Y'all want to be white. Y'all the one that used the queso. That's y'all. That's all y'all want to do. That's why y'all own people call y'all Afropeans. They don't even call y'all Africans. They call y'all Afropeans. That's sad. Your own people don't even claim y'all anymore. The real traditional people, they call y'all sellouts. They don't even call y'all the warrior class. They call y'all the peasants, the work. That's why y'all got Arabs over there selling y'all. And none of y'all fought back. Y'all the majority. How the fuck are y'all the majority and you got these Arab motherfuckers selling y'all? You look like you have a... Now you mad. You mad. Let me tell you something. You talk about homosexuality, so much about homosexuality. That's what's getting pushed in your country. Y'all warrior class ain't doing nothing about it. Y'all comply. That's why they have y'all in dresses. That's why they have y'all in dresses. No warrior. What y'all haven't been the warrior class since fucking Shaka Zulu, nigga. Come on, let's talk about it. Y'all haven't been the warrior class since Shaka Zulu. Then y'all sold out Benin. Y'all sold out Benin to fucking Europe. That's why y'all niggas' name is Nigeria. The only warrior class was Benin in that country. And y'all sold them out. Y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all didn't help. Y'all did the same tribalistic shit that y'all always do. We were the only one that inspired and influenced your fucking warrior class. Y'all sold them out. Y'all stay selling out y'all own people. That's how tribalistic y'all are. And you had the audacity to come out your mouth and talk about black Americans and what we do over here? The fuck out of here. I wish you would make a fucking kid joke again over here and y'all selling kids. Selling kids to old creepy motherfuckers. Especially with y'all sell them to the Europeans. All that sex trafficking that goes on in your fucking country. Let's talk about it. No, I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. You wish you could beat my ass. And what's so bad about it, I can't even fight because I carry guns. I'm a gun owner. I would, nigga. It's not that time over here. It's not that type of time over here. I'm letting you know. I give it. That's the warning shot right there you get. You come over here. Only thing I need the cops is to do is pick you up. That's it. I don't fight no more. It has to be worth money. And I'm a prize fighter. That's the cool thing about me. I'm a prize fighter. I only fight for money. Do you really want that type of problems? I'm letting you know. Do you really want that type of problems? Oh, yeah, he's done. Can't sell us that Mansa Musa dreams no more. Y'all sold Mansa Musa out too. The fuck? And he was the richest man ever. Y'all sold him out. The fuck? We don't want no, put it this way. If our lineage and our DNA was African DNA, we would be embarrassed. I gotta be personally honest. Motherfuckers don't talk about Africans. Everybody talks about Black Americans. What Africans do they talk about? Shout out to Top Flight TV. Salute. But shout out to African Village. You know, he tried. You know, the Democrats probably sent him in, or the liberals, or the Pan-African movement. The Pan-African movement's mad at me right now. It's cool. I understand. Y'all dying off. Y'all got genetics white like the white supremacists. That's why y'all dying off. Yeah. Salute. Thanks for the sub, Top Flight TV. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, let's get back into this. I'm gonna go run real fast. I'll be right back.
Claims he wrote 90% of Remy Ma's music.
You Remy Ma right now. You changing up the story.
Nigga, you watch dicks. Shut
He
up.
said we could do. He said I'm gonna whoop your ass. Then said we could do whatever you want to do.
All right, bro.
Look,
you watch.
look.
You know what I want to do? I want to podcast.
I want
Ignore
you to stop
all
watching
light skin.
I want you to stop watching Wee Wees and put some pants on.
Oh shit.
Both of those for you.
When you wear
I would do
jeans
both of those
and
for
stop
you.
volunteering to see dicks.
Unbiasedly,
You might be able to do something.
unbiasedly.
I want you to go to Turkey
Stop
and get your
volunteering
hairline
to see
replenished.
Oh
and get that bald spot
man. Oh, what's cracking? Black Fist. Salute. My man said you need to go to Turkey and get your hairline. Salute, Nick. Salute. Thanks for all y'all support. Even African Village. Thanks for the support. This is what we like over here, African Village. Come over here anytime with the bullshit. I'm being personally honest. Come over here with the bullshit. But real talk, I am a gun owner. I'm not gonna lie, and I can't fight. You know, I'm just being personally honest with you. I'm gonna have to put you down, homie. I wouldn't even kill you, bro, because, you know, it is what it is. But I will put you down. You know, I will have them pick you up. You know. But yeah, keep on with the bullshit. I like the bullshit village. African Village. Yo, I like y'all, you be thinking I be joking, African Village. Like, yo, I put down a whole stream of fucking white supremacists. Like you just a snack, homie. I just gotta be personally honest with you. Go do Muay Thai. Nah, I do a little bit MMA, but I'm a professional wrestler. I'm an indies wrestler. I do MMA though, so, and that's why I say, yo, I couldn't even put my hands on him. Scam African. Jose, yo, hey, yo, boss. I chill sometimes. Salute Black Fist. Yeah, man, it's yeah, that shit is dangerous, man. Sometimes you gotta spare people, man. Like him, that was my warning shot to him. I was like, yo, you can't come to Boston doing that shit. I was just telling them, I was like, yo, California is different. Motherfuckers, yo, If five guys want to fight you at the same time, most of those people in California won't run. They'll just take the ass whooping. Boston, yo, we'll fight another day, man, when shit is even. It's on that Sun Tzu. They playing chess in Boston. In California, it's all about pride and honor. You know, that's how motherfuckers died. Pride. You know, that's why it's a sin. You know? Give me a second. Yeah, man. Pride is a sin. Salute, Wiz Mason. Yeah. Pride is a sin, man. That's why I say it's a sin, man, because that shit will get you killed out here, man. Sometimes you just like, yo, whatever, man. It is what it is. You know, look at Brandon, man. Brandon, he's on some shit. He's like, yo, I'm a chat nigga. Niggas gonna have to respect me because I'll call the police. And people gotta understand, this is 2025 right now. Motherfuckers ain't running from the police no more. Motherfuckers will wait for you and wherever you are. You could be in New Jersey. Motherfuckers will wait for you. You know, and sometimes motherfuckers don't even give you the benefit of doubt and saying like, yo, I'm out at your house. Motherfuckers will just wait for you to come out. Then you're always gonna have to carry your firearm on you if you're a licensed firearm holder. Cause you started some bullshit, or you have to call the police and tell them like, yo, I gotta carry my firearm. This man's getting out of control. You carry. Yeah, I carry a fire. I'm a licensed firearm carrier. Yeah, in Boston, yes I am. I can do that shit. You don't know how many times I pistol whipped a fucking Venezuelan for trying to rob me out the fucking illegal gambling house. Because they be on that type of time. Or a crackhead, you know, trying to get a fast lick. That's how Boston is. It's just, it comes with the territory, you know? Nah, I'm fine over here. We fine over here. Hey, salute DJ X1. Salute, fam. Thanks for tapping in. It's just like, yo, sometimes you just gotta warn people like, yo, I'm a firearm holder. I could put you out legally. You know, just chill, man. It's not that type of time that you want to be on. Even with me, I don't even want to do what I have to do, you know, but I still gotta protect myself. Yeah, I could beat his ass. I could put my hands on him, but they'll take my firearms. That's how Boston is. Yeah, that's just how Boston is. Use it or lose it.
Shorts off.
Listen.
I'll do that when you take your booty shorts off, nigga. Stop wearing booty shorts off, nigga.
Take this nigga on the tour to Turkey to get his hairline replenished.
Stop playing. I play tennis rackets.
That's
on,
disrespectful.
Nigga.
They gonna revival y'all friend laughing at
It's
you.
funny. When you're funny, it's funny.
Y'all friend laughing at you.
Now,
That's a
here's the
damn
thing.
shame.
He about to get beat up by a guy wearing booty shorts.
Hey, right? Imagine.
Yeah, low key, he is nasty.
My nigga in booty shorts. That's crazy. I hear reality.
Yeah, like I said, African Village can be on any type of time he wants to be on, you know, and you got to be personally honest with people, you know. The world is your oyster, but if you out here doing stupid shit, if you out here trying to, you know, playing stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You win stupid prizes, man. He don't know what type of time I'm on because all he knows probably know, oh yeah, he's an activist. I'll be that activist that really pop you, my nigga. I got to be personally honest with you. I'm a Boston activist and I'll pop you. And that's the type of shit I'll be on. Because you don't know what these people are capable or what type of time they be on. I seen so many people, own a store. A motherfucker on drugs or a motherfucker be on that type of time talk about give me everything. If that man had that firearm to protect his store, the man will probably still be alive. I remember when I was like 12 years old, they robbed this Cape Verdean dude. His own cousins did. They only got $800 from the motherfucker, and they both went to jail for life without parole. It's just that's the type of time they got on. Now the only thing they got is a memorial of his picture on his store. You know you shouldn't be saying. No, I'm gonna warn people. You know why I'm gonna warn people? Because I don't want them to do something stupid and they lose their life. That's why I tell them. I don't want them the motherfuckers to lose their life. I want these motherfuckers to be wise out here and grow old and have kids. I ain't gonna be on no type of shit like, what's his name, Charleston White. I don't want you to do this shit, but if you do it, you know what type of time it is. Yeah. You can't do that shit. I have to protect myself, homie. I have to. I get what you saying, Black Fist. Salute to you. But homie gotta understand, you can't do that shit to everybody. You can't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wait for you out here in Boston. Okay. I got that act right on me. I have to. The cops ain't gonna do that to you. They're just gonna shoot you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be your big brother and tell you, yo, that's not that shit that you want right now. And I got kids too? Oh no. I don't play with my kids. No, I'm not gonna crash out. I got self-control. It's just, let me tell you something. I've been through so much to have so much self-control. And and they're getting kicked out this country. What else can we say? How can we help these people? Homie just left because he knows, like, yo, I'm not going to be able to win. I got to go back and tell, Kamala Harris or Ayanna Presley or some shit. Or Michelle Wu. Let me see if we get these niggas with the gun reform. It's already strict out here in Massachusetts with the guns. I'm going to be personally honest. It's already strict out here. It's not like in these other states where, oh, yo, you can just pull out a gun if a motherfucker being aggressive. No, you put your hands on me, I'm going to have to... Bro, I can take hits. But it just ain't going to be good for you. That's it. I mean, I'm just saying... I'm a wise one, I don't... No, I feel you. I feel you. I got you, homie. But, I'm going to be his big brother. Because I'll do it. Put it this way. I would want somebody to do that for my brother. My brother acting crazy and shit like that. Yo, chill. I got a firearm. You don't want to play like that with me. Over here... We're citizens. We're everyday working citizens. This is what we do over here. If you want to go act like that in the streets, that be my guest, but don't do that over here. People act different over here. I'm warning him, But I get what you're saying. Salute to you, man. Thanks, Black Fist. Bad beef. I got no beef with him. He ain't got nothing to beef about, Black Fist don't have. I mean, not Black Fist. I'm sorry, homie. African village ain't have nothing to beef with. I'm not jealous of him. I'm not envious of him. He can't say anything to get me out of my character. Basically a liberal. Yeah, just that's how those type of people are, man. You gotta warn those people just out of love. I'm telling him that shit out of love, man. So. But salute to Black Fist, and salute to Nick Machiavelli. I don't want people to play with fire and end up really good. Nah, I know. That's why I told him. I was like, yeah, you can't play like that over here. But you're right. You're right, Black Fist. He got to know that, like, yo, you can't play like that around people, man. He got to understand, in 2025, black people right now, black Americans, yo, we're defending ourselves. We're defending ourselves. And we're not going to have nobody disrespect us no more. We've been having people disrespect us for so many years where it's becoming a problem now. And this is where I think people should have stopped that. Oh, yo, let's think about that. No, we got to stop that shit right when it starts. We got to cut that shit off at the head. Like, look at this shit right now. This is a prime good example right here. This shit should have been stopped a month and a half ago. They should have been stopped Brandon and say, Brandon, yo, you can't do that shit that you be doing to other, like Tariq Nasheed on the internet. Cause we seen last night when we was watching the space with him and Tariq Nasheed said, I ran down on you. Ran down, I don't give a fuck mode. Yeah. It's that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. You're right, DJ X1. We tired of that bullshit. We can't keep on, yo, we should turn the other cheek, and the nigga slapped us in the other cheek. Other side of our cheek. Nah, fuck that. We ain't doing that shit no more. We already gave these motherfuckers grace. And they still think, oh, it's cool to do it. You know, Black Fist, let me ask you a question. When is it time to say, yo, y'all gotta stop doing that shit? When is it time to tell them, like, yo, y'all barking up the wrong tree? I don't think this is... We already warned them, talking about, yo, you turn on us, bashes like 3 times worse shit's gonna happen to y'all. We told the Latinos, we told the African community, we told the Caribbeans this shit. It's like, yo, if you want to fuck with us, fuck with us. But if you don't, we're not mad. We're not gonna take no offense to it, but y'all gonna have to hold y'all own nuts. This is the after effect of them holding their own nuts, bitching at us of what we're doing, what we're not doing. And they should be worrying about their self like, yo, how can I stay in this country? Let me tell you something. As good person as I am, I gave him the best advice I can. And that was like, yo, if you really want to stay in this country, marry a fat white woman who's like over 70 years old. That's what you do. 90-day fiance. Do that type of bullshit. That's how you stay in the country. Because now they're not giving motherfuckers visas anymore. They're cutting down on that shit. They're cutting down on abroad visas and shit. This is what they're doing. Like, you got to understand, too. Academics might get sent back, too, to Jamaica. Because he's not a citizen. White people are mad at us, too. Yeah, they're mad at us, too. You're right, Machiavelli. They're mad because, yo, we're not choosing the lesser evil. The liberals and the conservatives is mad at us. They both mad at us. All we doing, we dancing, getting our party on, we working, we putting money to the side, we fighting for our reparations. Yeah, let me tell you something. Academics started all this disrespectful shit. He had animosity towards everybody because everybody didn't accept him. Yeah, he's Jamaican, Spanish town. It's just nobody accepted him in the beginning, and this is the backlash. Hey, shout out to Egg Gang. I don't know the rest, but shout out to you. You know, let's see. Bro, oh God, you need your prescription glasses. Yeah, I know. It is what it is. But thank you. Hey, thank you going crazy in the live chat. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go crazy in the live chat. Yeah, I'm not going to stop you. You do what you want to do. Just put it this way. You're just mad because we're doing something right for ourselves. We're doing something for ourselves. And we're not doing something for all of us. I'm being personally honest. You're jealous. You're envious over us right now. I'm just being personally honest. They didn't bully him in school for being Jamaican. It just, the motherfuckers was probably playing with him and he took that shit serious. That's how certain people are. I know people in school like that. Let me tell you something. I went to a school that almost lost their accreditation. You know? And this is when I started high school. It was kind of hard for me because we had to rebuild the school from education to making it look good. Jankwave. Yeah, shout out to you, Jankwave. This us. Things need to stop. It's us against you, pussy ass. Nigga, what the fuck? What's that like? Cracker? Whatever, man. That shit's worse than fucking Ebonics what you're writing, homie. Hooked on phonics worked for me, bro, and it could work for you. But hey, yo, Egg Game, yo, salute to you. You know, going crazy in the chat. But hey, it is what it is, man. Like I said, it is what it is. I just like y'all spies and y'all Pan-Africans. Y'all be doing y'all thing, but at the end of the day, Pan-African didn't do shit for Black Americans. We was the only one promoting that shit at the time. There was some of y'all, but wasn't a lot of y'all. And none of y'all motherfuckers had no fucking solution. So, shut up, don't. Oh, cracker? I'll smoke you. Yeah, congratulations, homie. And best of luck. Best of luck, homie. But yeah, Egg Gang, yeah, it is what it is. Nobody ain't scared. I'm gonna be personally honest. Nobody ain't scared. But shout out to you. You should hit a sub. Hit a sub. I want you to hit the sub. You ain't gonna hit the sub? Then shut the fuck up then. The ad. Bro, you think I'm gonna send you my address where my kids live at, bro? You crazy? I'll definitely have to shoot you there, man. Come on, man. You wildin'. I don't. This is the shit that I be telling y'all motherfuckers. I don't want to do none of this shit. Why the fuck would I want to harm y'all motherfuckers? I'm being personally honest. You're probably a skinny ass nigga who weighs less than 150 pounds. Homie, I'm 5'11", 215, bro. No, that's not the type of shit that you want. I'm just being personally honest. You probably a little nigga. You probably have to shoot guns because you're small. Then when you get in jail, they violate you and take advantage of you because you're too small, homie. Yeah, this is the type of shit that they be on. I'll smoke you and get paid for. Yeah, congratulations. You get nigga pennies for trying to do something. Come on, get the fuck out of here, you clown. That's the shit I be on. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about. But thank you for making my show dope. I tell you that. Thank you. I appreciate it. But ain't nobody scared of you, homie. You can't even smoke a cigarette correctly, bro. Come on. Get the fuck out of here. You can't even, yo, instead of trying to, thank you. Thanks for the sub, Egg Gang. Thank you. I smack your dumb ass glasses. Know what you need to do? Smack them books and start reading, homie. Cause you can't, you can't write. Yo, bro, this ain't X-Men. You can write the whole thing out. What the fuck, bro? You sound crazy, bro. You talk about shooting guns, but you can't even write, bro. Yo, my bad. I thought I went to a fucking bad school. And I'm just a motherfucker who got a community college degree, associates. That's all I got, homie. Yeah, man, it's not a good look for you, homie. You should try to get an and I hope you're not black, man. If you black, man, you're just embarrassing all of us. You're embarrassing the black diaspora. You're a fucking stereotype. I'm gonna be personally honest. You're a fucking stereotype, and these stereotypes that they say about us is not even true, man. That's the sad part. You're the percenter. You're actually the percenter of dumb niggas. Most black people are smart. Why would he want to shoot another? Tribalistic. I told you his family's probably tribalistic, probably from a different country. They're practicing fucking violence in their country. He said he was gonna shoot. Yeah, if he put his hands on me, yo, shit has to go left, homie. It has to. You don't want me to defend myself? You want? Oh, of course, I can't fight. I can't fight nobody. I'm a prize fighter, homie. I'm letting you know we can't do shit like that. But I have to do what I have to do. I can't fight. That's the thing. I can't. They'll take my guns if they catch me fighting. Do you understand that, you idiot? Yeah, you put price out on me. Be my guest. The fuck? This nigga's an idiot. First of all, because I can. This is my channel. This is my channel. You don't run shit. FBA run this shit over here. You hear me? FBA run this shit over here. I'm letting you know. FBA run this shit over here. All that tribalistic shit, go make a channel. I'll subscribe to it. Other than that, we don't give a fuck. This is what we do over here. You just upset because, yo, we doing big things. Y'all should have been doing big shit in your country. Instead of telling all these fucking wolves, selling these wolf tickets about your country, you should have been doing big things. That's what y'all should have been doing. Instead of spreading that scamming Pan-African bullshit, you should have been doing big things in your country. You should have been making that shit happen. Now you come over here pointing your little Ebola finger telling us, oh yeah, we should do this, we should do that. Fuck you in that motherfucker. I'm going to be personally honest. I got to say that now. I have to say that little nigga. You's a little nigga. I have to say that. You have to pop niggas. You can't fight. I could probably beat y'all niggas both with one eye, nigga. What you mean? One eye closed. Y'all niggas is crazy. Yeah, because they're sensitive little niggas. They haven't even hit puberty yet. This is the type of shit that we have to be on with these people. They ain't gonna get their homeland fixed. They over here with us. They've been forgot about their homeland. They mad at us because we doing big things in America. They mad at us because we getting shit popping. Just look at it. He's mad. And this is why he's mad. I'm going to tell you why that man's mad. African Village is mad because he said some shit about some kids. And I said, yo, you should not be talking about kids of what's going on in your country. Y'all be selling kids and be fucking kids and be giving kids, sex trafficking kids to Europe. And he got mad. He got sensitive. Just like his buddy Egg Gang. Thank you for the sub anyways, too. I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, fix your country before you come at me. I do things in my community. I am an activist. I do protect my people. Now, Egg Gang, let me ask you what you do for your community. Let me ask you what you do for a part of your country. Oh, I got that too. And shout out to you, Santos Cruz. Salute, salute. That's not that guy. That's not that guy. Oh, yeah. I got a 9 to 5 too. You know, I do my thing too. I'm into a lot of stuff, man. I'm an everyday citizen that get busy. I have to do it, man. I'm technically supposed to be a conservative. My family is worshiping gun owners. My family is worshiping gun owners. My family's from the South. When we came up to the North and East, we all got our license. What do you mean? This is what we do over here. I do what's Black American culture. This is Black American culture. Why you think they made the Second Amendment? They made it for us. That's why, you know what? I promote, I influence, I tell people go get their license. I tell people go get their permits. I go into my streets and help people get their license. I even sometimes give them money to go take the classes. What you mean? This is what we do over here. I even influence certain immigrants to go be a real American and do the Second Amendment. That's what I do. No, real talk. Santos Cruz, that's what I do. This is what we do over here. This is how we live in Boston. And let me tell you what's so crazy. Our laws is crazy with gun reform. And Michelle Wu's making it worse. She think we got a gun problem. No, you got a crime problem. Yeah. Santo Cruz, I know my rules. I know what I'm talking about. What about you? Where you from? I know you came over here on the border, but where you from? FBA all day, every day. Yup. Go on, tell them DJ X1. We let them know. We have to, come on. They make an obstacle for us. We always complete it. We've been doing that forever. This is why we're not worried. This is why we do what we do. This is why we do what we do in America. This is why we told y'all, like, yo, we're giving you the blueprint. Just fuck with us. LA? Yeah, y'all gun laws is crazy too. What are you talking about? And y'all got the 3-strike rule. Now, let me ask you a question since you from LA. We've been watching this no jumper thing. If Brandon had to fight 5 dudes, should he fight them or run? Or y'all gonna call him a bitch for running if he had to fight 5 dudes? Santo, I'm asking you a question. And yo, hit the sub button too, Santos. Come on, man. I need some Cali subs, man. Now let me ask you a question. Why did y'all do him dirty? Since you work for No Jumper, why did y'all do Brandon dirty? Y'all left that man in the fucking corner scared. Y'all left that man in the corner scared. I never seen a fat man jump that fast until B jumped out and he seen that little butter knife. Then you fire Omari suspect. That's fucked up. I'm going to talk my bullshit since you say you from No Jumper. Y'all did Brandon dirty. And I'm not even a Pan-Africanist. Y'all did a few people. And you did Omari dirty. Y'all fire him because of big old booger beard motherfucker. Yup. Shout out to Sharp. Yeah, y'all trying, y'all trying too hard, man. And I gotta be personally honest. I think you lying. I think you're lying saying that you work at No Jumper, though. I'm gonna be personally honest. I do think you're from LA. I wouldn't live in LA. I'm gonna be personally honest. Y'all street rules is too. It's too barbaric. There's no reason to be even doing no shit like that. Y'all bring and also y'all bring fucking civilians into y'all business. That shit is crazy. Y'all got Trap Lord Ross and that plays Shop is your cousin. So let me ask you, but you're Mexican. Shop ain't Mexican. Shop is like black and white, bro. I think you're lying now, man. Santos, come on. I think you're lying now. But shout out to you, though. If you do work there, shout out to you. You're doing your thing. But I'm going to say this. Why do y'all got civilians there? That shit don't make no fucking sense. Why do you got civilians there? I don't get that shit. I don't get it. Yeah, because the questions is hard. It doesn't make sense. Nah, Sharp is black and white. I remember in that interview he said that. But salute to you, Santos. Have a good day, man. Them questions was too hard for him. Nah, it's just, it be like that. It's... I don't think... Nah, they did Brandon dirty. They know they did Brandon dirty. Then they fired Omari suspect. Omari suspect was probably on some shit. And they knew how Omari suspect is. Only person who was trying to stop that shit, and I gotta say, was Lush One. But B went too far with him, and B knew how to push his buttons. But B let me tell you one thing. B would have to accept what came to him when he said the shit that he said.
That would be a reality. I would love to see it. You wrestle on mats. We ain't seen you do nothing with your hands yet.
Hey, when you see it, you go. Well, you're not gonna see it. You're gonna be.
I have to wrestle people on mats too, because I do indie wrestling. Yo.
Everybody else gonna see it.
The reality is this.
Everybody else gonna see it.
They gonna be watching.
Yo, this shit is crazy.
You know you want to make it home to your
First
kids.
it was if you call
know you want to make it home to
now
your
it's you ain't gonna make it home to your kids. You see how the story? See how the story evolves?
Come show
First it was we was gonna catch a fade. Then we gonna do what you want to do. Now it's death threats.
Who said I was talking about more than the fade? You police ass.
You said you're not gonna make it home to your kids.
Who said anything about more than the fade?
What does that even mean?
You cannot make it home from a fade. You bitch ass
Listen,
nigga.
you cannot make it home from a fade.
Police shit on me.
Boy, you
See, that's some California shit. I can't do that. Like I thought a fade was just a square up, you know? Yo, we fight, you fight, we fight, you know, whoever wins, you know? That's why I say, yo, California's culture is different, man. That shit is different. Shout out to, like, that's why I said shout out to Santo Cruz from LA, but y'all culture is too different for me, man. And that's why I say most of those people who go to California that's not from there, y'all shit don't go to, I'm going to tell y'all off the rip, move to Las Vegas. Don't go to California. Too much shit happens. That's a gang culture. Like in Boston, this all street cultures. Everybody's from a street. It's just you can't wear a hat, you know, because every street gang is a hat, and you might go on the wrong street with the hat, you know. And like I remember my boy, he was from Vallejo. He's from I think that's the Bay Area. He almost went in my project with an Oakland hat, and I was like, yo, you cannot wear that hat. Why? Bro, they have problems with people who wear those and other hats, man. Really? Yeah, don't do it, man. Man, but it's my city. I was like, bro, it's not worth it. I was like, you know what? Let's go somewhere else. Let's go get some food. Let's go get some food somewhere else. Yeah, that's how that shit be, man. That's just how that shit be, man. You know, that's why I always tell people all the time. It's like, yo, you can't do that shit. You can't be out, oh yeah, drop addies and stuff. Nah, don't do that shit. That shit, this is like, let me tell you something. That African Village guy and that other dude, Ed Gay, they're probably from California. They're probably from California. And you got to look at it. They talk about drop addresses and shit like that. Come on, that shit is stupid. And they probably a young nigga. What older nigga talk about drop an address? The motherfucker, an older nigga will do research on you and find out where you live at. I'm just being personally honest. That's why I say, yo, yeah, he's probably a young nigga that never, you know, who don't have shit. Then he talk about, oh yeah, I'll smoke you for a hit, some stupid shit like that. Like, my nigga, you still doing that? Niggas out here getting bitches, you know, drinking lovely, you know, traveling the world. That's every hood nigga's fantasy. Every hood nigga's dream is making it out the fucking hood. Like, damn, my nigga, I did that. I did this. I got busy. You know? I'm that man who did it. Then you got these crazy ass niggas doing this crazy shit. Like Omari suspect, he don't even know that, like, yo, he's blessed. You kind of got to look at it. B already know that, but B is on some prideful shit. He's like, yo, these niggas can't do anything because, yo, I made it. He know he's made it, but he want everybody to know. Sometimes the best story is never the ones that's never told, you know? It always like that.
Like a true light skin nigga.
Hey, you a federal faggot.
You should have that energy in that alley that day.
You a federal faggot.
You should have that energy in that alley that day.
Oh.
I'm gonna listen.
We gotta watch this.
This is a fact.
He's a federal faggot and a wee-wee watcher.
Can I get a word? Can I get a word? Can I get a word?
You're a wee-wee watcher.
This is a fact.
He said you're a wee-wee
This is a fact.
watcher.
I'm gonna say what I want to say.
And you
I
watch
call this
wee-wees.
nigga Antoine Dotson a and everything else. I'm still gonna come to no jumper. I'm gonna walk in and out this. If a want to do something, there's nothing but space and opportunity. I ain't worried about a light skin, no nigga, period. So if that
oh yeah, he's on something. Homie didn't call him a bitch at all. Watch.
come to no jumper. I'm gonna walk in and out this. If a want to do something, there's nothing but space and opportunity. I ain't worried about a light skin, no nigga, period. So if that gay,
he didn't call him a bitch. This nigga heard what he wanted to hear.
Trying to put it on another nigga to do something.
So,
But I just caught you one. I just caught you one.
Oh, he took the bait.
guys.
He took the bait. This is the shit I'm talking about. So I gotta say this for Omari Suspect. I think Omari Suspect, you set yourself up. I kind of gotta say that. Nigga didn't say nothing about calling you a bitch. He said he ain't worried about no light skinned nigga. He ain't worried about no nigga, period. He's like, there's room and yo, we can go outside and do what you want to do. I think that's where it fucked up at. Damn, I was rooting for Omari Suspect too. Cause I know how Brandon is. We see niggas like this. And like I think he's Caribbean too, but at the end of the day, this is why I always tell people all the time, yo, y'all Caribbeans, y'all got the blueprint. Y'all really don't have to do no work. All y'all got to do is put the effort in and what we showed y'all in this country to do in your country. Like, I'm being personally honest. Y'all country, their country could be dope, but at the end of the day, they don't want to put the effort in. They just want to run to America where they could just get the shit. Like, all y'all motherfuckers could be millionaires in y'all country. Stop having them niggas take y'all minerals and stuff like that. Hire your people. Don't go to the Chinaman or the Arab man or the Indian man. Build stores that's from Jamaicans or Haitians, but from y'all people. Get them out of business. That's how y'all got to do, but y'all never do it. Y'all buy from the Chinaman. Y'all let these motherfuckers steal your minerals and stuff like that. Sometimes, I gotta say this, but sometimes you have to disrupt to make a progress. You know, give me a second. Hell yeah, man. That's what y'all gotta do. I'm just being personally honest. This is what y'all got to do over here, but y'all motherfuckers don't do it. Y'all point y'all fingers on like, oh yeah, this is what y'all do over here. Da, 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 da. And oh yeah, also Nick, I thought he was Mexican too, but no, I think he's like black and white. I think his mama's white, his daddy's black. Cause I thought he was Mexican too because it's California. California got a big ass Mexican population. You know, so it's like I said, it's different, man. That shit is different. You know, yeah, it like I said, it's different. I wouldn't move to California. Shout out to California, but that's nowhere place I would move there or New York. New York is mad dirty. I got a person. And there's mad dirty places in Boston. Don't get me wrong, like South Brockton, Lawrence is dirty. Hell yeah, it's fucking pothole city in Lawrence. The streets is fucked up. In Haverhill, deers be running in the street and just looking at you like me mug you and then walk off. Like yeah, what else? Worcester's dirty. Springfield, Mass is dirty and angry. Yeah. Taunton, I wouldn't even go up to Taunton, bro. Taunton or New Bedford. I heard that's STD city in Taunton and New Bedford, you know, so that's what I heard. I never really fucked with anybody from Taunton or New Bedford. Yeah, motherfuckers be getting popping, you know, so yeah, Boston is different, man. You know, like I said, that's why motherfuckers be trying to get out of Boston, you know? Because this is like, Boston is like Robin City, you know? It's like Robin City. You know how many times I got robbed? I got robbed like 3 or 4 times, you know? It's just, yo, that shit comes with the territory when you live in Boston, man. Sometimes you just gotta give that shit up, man. That shit ain't worth a bullet, you know? Or getting poked up or some shit. Like, damn, they caught you slipping. Yeah, I'll see you next time, homie. That's all you gotta say. I'll see you next time. You know, you the one threatening guns, but yeah, that's the shit, man. Like, yeah, man. But like I always say, I started, and I'm gonna be personally honest. I started carrying legal firearm like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and stuff. It's just my uncle was always telling me, he's like, "Yo, man, stop doing that dumb shit. Stop doing that dumb shit." He's like, "Yo, you're an everyday citizen." You know, I was like, "Yo, you're not even in the streets no more." I'm like, "All right, cool." Like, he's like, "Yo, let me start doing something correctly." And I seen all my boys going to jail for dumb shit like having a gun, and you could just go get your gun license. Like, yo, my uncle always, let me tell you something. My uncle, he was a hood dealer, but at the end of the day, he always told me, "Yo, go get that shit legally. The shit might be a headache, but at least you can get it." He's like, "Don't be like us and like carrying illegal shit. Just go get it legally." And that's the only thing I remember. And I always tell y'all niggas all the time, all y'all niggas on that rah-rah shit, and y'all really want to tote guns, just go get your gun license. You could tote whatever you want. You know? If you gotta wreck it, you better try to go get that shit sponged. If you don't get that shit sponged, you can't have one. You fucked it up for yourself. Or move down south. You know? But yeah, I think B went too far, and I think, what's his name? I think Omari's suspect wanted a viral moment. And he got that shit. Hey, what's going on, Rando, man? Salute, homie. Salute. Legendary Rando over here. What's going on, Rando? Yeah, we doing a reaction video. We dumbed out a little bit, you know. Had a good time. We met some guy named Egg Gang, you know. Salute to him, you know. He's on some shit right now. But yeah, it's a good show, man. It's a good show. But yeah, we're just talking about the whole situation with Brandon. As I said last night, was it that team 100 no jumper fans versus Brandon? Salute to that team. Yeah, salute, man. I like that one. Yeah, it be like that sometimes. Yo, Brandon be walking into shit thinking that, like, cause he's fat, that he could fuck everybody up. Sometimes it just depends on your jaw, man. You know, it depends on that jaw or how much power that man got in that TNT. You know, somebody hit you with that TNT, bow, oh. You know, I seen that shit so many times, man. Big guy, you know, oh yeah, I'm gonna beat this big motherfucker, this little ass motherfucker up and think he gonna win the fight. Nah. He hit him with the TNT, bow. It's a wrap, you know. I personally, like I said, it just doesn't make sense that let me tell you something. Also, too, I'm gonna say this. Adam, yeah, let me tell you something. I think I'm gonna say this about Adam 22. I think he did his wife dirty. He pimped out all these people from California. These California was like, oh, yo, you know, this man's giving me a little bit of money. And Adam does that shit a lot. And you kind of could see that. That's why a lot of people stop fucking with him. You know? Because people are getting locked up. People been getting locked up. But now you got to ask yourself, what people who almost got locked up gave some information out? Because now everybody's getting locked up. You know? The people that you brought on. They had, let me tell you something. They had that dude Green Eyes on there, and they just found out he was an informant. That's why they were saying that man was in, I think Atlanta or some crazy shit. Yeah, motherfucker get busy. That motherfucker was out here getting busy. So we don't know if that's the reason why all these motherfuckers is in jail. Or what motherfuckers said around him. He was an informant that they were saying. Motherfucker pulled his fake paper. Bro, look at it. We seen him twice, 2 or 3 times, and he was out. He talked about everybody. He's trying to tell everybody he was a rat, all this other crazy shit. And the motherfucker's Armenian in a Mexican gang. That shit is crazy. Got to be careful with these pink toes. And these black, yeah, you have to, man, because at the end of the day, sometimes most of those aren't your brethrens, you know? Sometimes they just want a quick buck. You know? Look how fast AD left. Now we gotta think, yo, damn, if AD was there, AD would probably be locked up, probably be into some bullshit, probably being investigated because of everybody that's being investigated now. Yo, that whole place is being investigated. Why you think he hasn't been there in a while? He just got back, I think, like yesterday. Like I said before, too, his father was pardoned by Bill Clinton. Ain't nothing for free. That's what I'm telling you. Ain't nothing for free. If they pardon you for a reason. Why are they pardoning you? I said pardoning you. That shit just doesn't make no sense. Why are they doing that? You know? That's why I say you gotta be careful. You know? Hold on one second. What's good? Get your weight up. How do we down and to you let the bro looks like you need to get your weight up. Give me 1 second. They caught you trying to talk to kids together. You're embarrassing. My people keep using our words. Yeah, man. That's how it is, man. Like, yo. Like, that's why I say, yo, even when these people come on here, like, yo, you don't know how many times I had, like, fucking liberals, double agents and stuff. Yeah. This what comes with the territory. I got to be personally honest. This is what comes with the territory. This is why we do what we do. Like, people get mad. You got to understand in this era and what B is doing wrong, Brandon's doing wrong. I think it's terrible what he did. Because I think he set up Omari suspect because he knew how Omari suspect is a short fuse. Something told him in the head that this man called him a bitch and he didn't call him a bitch at all. That's why B think this shit is funny. Watch.
If I want to do something, there's nothing I want to say.
Watch this.
I call this nigga Antoine Dotson and everything else.
Oh, hold up. I think he did call him a bitch. Hold up. My fault, Omari suspect.
And I call this nigga Antoine Dotson and everything else. I'm still going to come to no jumper. I'm going to walk in and out this. If I want to do something, there's nothing but space and opportunity. I ain't worried about a light skin, no nigga, period. So if that gay, he's always bringing up fighting. You can't get a nigga bringing up fighting, try to put it on another nigga to do something.
Oh.
So, but I just caught you one. I just caught you one. Just like you.
Guys.
B, you fucked up. Brandon, it was your fault, homie. I can't. Omari suspect, my fault. It was Brandon's fault.
Guys.
Oh, spit on him.
Guys, come on. Chill, guys.
Oh, B try to rush him.
Let's do something.
That nigga went into Karate Kid mode. Yo, Brandon went into Karate Kid mode. Yo.
We knew he had a weapon.
No weapon.
Yo, that shit's crazy.
Bond before this happened, guys. Brandon was so good.
Yo, my man laughing over there on the side. Yo, salute.
Say that,
What the?
Man,
y'all tripping, bro.
Come do something.
Man, this why y'all had security, man. Y'all was on.
No jumper.
They on that bullshit.
Come do something, Mr. Black.
Bruce Lie mode.
There's no weapons.
He's on Bruce Lie mode. Oh, shit.
No weapons.
Come do something, Mr. Black.
There's a knife right there.
Come do something. Where?
My man laughing in the corner.
Army knife.
You know he's a hood nigga. You know why? Because he didn't even move. He just laughing. This is what this is what happens. Let me tell y'all a story. My uncle, God rest his soul, he was messing with his best friend's girl. The dude just wanted to go talk to my uncle. The dude, he's like, yo, we're going to call him G. Hey, yo, G, let me talk to you real fast, man, about the whole situation. And they were best friends. Both of these motherfuckers was best friends. Tell me my uncle pulled out a gun on his motherfucker. The motherfucker pulls a gun out of him. Motherfucker had to jump on him like, yo, Jill, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's your friend. Nah, fuck that. Like, you got motherfuckers in this, like him laughing in the fucking corner, just, That's just some Project Hood shit, some street shit. You know, but he's probably a project nigga, and most people don't know that. Yeah, that's some project shit. This is what he's doing his project shit because, he thinks this shit is funny. Because he probably around this shit all the time. Motherfucker pulled out guns on people. Motherfucker pull out knives, start fighting. Motherfuckers, girls comes, grab the other bitch up, beat them up. Yeah, this shit happens all the time, man. Motherfuckers get busy.
You're the feds.
Unless he's all, he don't know what the fuck to do. He's like, yo, I try to stop this. He said, I tried to stop it. Look at you guys' hands. I tried.
Like, share, subscribe, no jumper, running it up. We're not done yet, by the way. Make sure to subscribe to the Lush World channel as well.
My man talked about his feeling, yeah.
Nigga crazy as fuck. Who a bitch?
My nigga look like a baby sumo.
Oh no!
That shit got. I'm not gonna lie. It was.
Nigga toss you, love.
Yo! He said he looked like a baby
I ain't
sumo.
fall.
Oh
Why
shit!
ain't making things up?
I know how to get
Hey, man. No, you try to fake come in at the end. Look, hey,
but
Lush,
why did,
that nigga was, he was going to toss you, Lush.
Yeah, you know.
That's what I meant to say. You try to fake come in at the end like you was going to stand in.
I'm just trying
You
to
was
minimize
no
damage.
jumper table.
No, there's already
is
footage of
funny.
me trying to like get away from skirmishes, so that's why I tried to.
Yo, my man
I tried to like do my best to
crazy.
stand in the middle.
Oh
We was
shit!
good till he got the call him nigga fix.
Oh my god! So how serious this shit is? This man's making jokes talk about he look like a baby sumo, and this motherfucker is still laughing. And yo, sad thing about, I would be laughing with him. This is the type of shit that motherfuckers be on, and like the shit don't be. This shit ain't funny, but it's funny. This is the funniest situation I seen in like probably 10 years. You know? Omari, he's probably young. He's like, yo, man, fuck that, man. Ain't nobody gonna mark me out or punk me out. Whatever how y'all do in LA. But that shit went left, man. I personally, as no jumper, I would not have this motherfucker on the show with hood people. Fucking Brandon or fucking Poetic Flacco. Sometimes you gotta be like that and like have people in their lane. This is why, like, where Adam 22, I have a problem with that because he put people in situations where the motherfuckers should have never been in the situation. I'll be back about 1 minute. I gotta go. I gotta take Tony. Salute, Rando. Salute. Yeah, it just be like that. That's a bad situation. Brandon should have never been in that situation. I don't even think Brandon should have been even talking hood shit. Cause the shit that he be on, like, yo, I remember, I might do a reaction video to it. When Whack 100 was talking crazy shit to Captain Tazariot, talking about, oh yeah, you had white people kissing your feet and y'all motherfuckers think that shit is funny. Y'all might start a race war. He's like, we're not going to start no race war. He's like, yo, we know how to defend. Oh, but what about, the man had every excuse in the world, but at the end of the day, I understand. Oh, these people are different. He's like, yo, we know how to protect ourselves. Yo, we have weapons too. This is why I always tell people all the time, y'all got to be careful with these people's families. These people's family people, yo, I have an uncle in Alabama. When I said this motherfucker is militant, he's super militant. I remember I went into his house, man. This motherfucker had guns on the walls. He had shotguns in his closet. He got handguns in the fucking in the cabinets. Yo, he's a militant guy. Sometimes he be scratching his head with the gun. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, oh, it's itching. I was like, man, you can't. I was like, yo, you can't be leaving these guns out here. I was like, yo, don't you got kids? He's like, yo, I teach all my kids about gun safety. He's like, I don't have that problem. They know not to touch that trigger. You know, it's just, yo, it's super dope, man. Just like, that's why I say I raised my kids. I'm about to start raising my kids on gun safety too and stuff. You know, cause like I got a safe. I got like what? I got 4 or 5 handguns and everything. So it's just like, yo, it's just how you firearm. I like to say firearm because it's much more presentable. I like to teach my kids firearm safety and stuff because my uncle has 186 in this. Yeah, he was in the yup. Yeah, he was off one. Yeah, he was off one too. Yeah, that's how it be, man. Yo, I have this Uncle Chuck that's in Boston. He was in the Gulf War. This motherfucker he be telling me stories and stuff. He's like, yo, man. He's like, yo, I remember when I got my first body. He was like, yo, I was drinking for like 3 weeks. I was like, 3 weeks? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, yo, I had to get that shit out of me. He's like, yo, have it ever left you? He's like, no, not really. He's like, yo, sometimes you gotta pop somebody because he was a sniper, you know? That's why I say, yo, my family teach me these tactics and all this other stuff. It's just good to have and, you know, inherit your kids to that shit, you know, because they know how to protect themselves and stuff. And when they grow up, they'll be able to protect their family like I do, you know? But the thing about it, this is why I always tell people all the time, be careful. You can't talk to people crazy. You don't know. Man, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all think I talk to hood niggas crazy? No, I don't talk to hood niggas crazy. I just tell them, yo, you gotta be careful out here. You can't be going out here saying that shit to me. I was like, yo, you don't know what I have. You know? Then when you know a motherfucker have it, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all an example. And this is for African Village and all the other people. You know why white people used to talk to black people all crazy and stuff? Because they had guns. They took our guns back in the 60s and made us get gun license. This is why we have gun license. We really never needed a gun license until like the 1950s, 1960s. White people always had a gun on them. That's why you see that's why you used to hear about a lot of black people getting shot. We didn't have our gun license. Now, motherfuckers is tapped in. Motherfuckers have gun license. Down south, you really don't need a gun license. You just need a residence ID. Yeah, I think most places like that, you just need a residence ID and stuff. I think Florida, you need a license. Because don't forget, what's that dude's name? Randolph? Something, Trevor Randolph? The one who was letting loose on his girlfriend's brother like 40 times and her friend because, yo, they were trying to kill his brother and his friend. And he had that AR-15. He was letting loose down the street. Yeah. You know, it's like situations like that, man. You got to be careful. You don't know what motherfuckers have. This is why people need to treat motherfuckers with respect. You know? That's why you think all these like white supremacists is crying victim now. All these motherfuckers is crying victim now because at the end of the day, they have to treat people with respect now because everybody has a firearm. Everybody knows their laws. Everybody knows. Let me tell you something. Down south, people aren't scared of gangsters, gangbangers down there. They're scared of country people. They're scared of country people because those are gun worshiping people. Even trailer park people, they're gun worshiping people. That's why they respect each other down south in the country area. Only way they'll disrespect you down south is if they're down there with 50 people with 50 guns and it's just you. You know? That's why I say it's different from the East Coast and the West Coast. You know, that's why I properly warned you. I was like, man, you don't want to do that. I'm gonna have to pack you out because I don't want to do it. And that's why I always told him I don't want to do that shit because, first of all, that's a responsibility I'm supposed to have with firearms. That's what I did when I got my license. I took an oath of respecting the laws with firearms. Second, it's my responsible to use it responsibly. I do go to the range. Probably was it 3 times. I go 10 times out of 3 months. Yeah. I'm actually good. And like I said, third was just to respect the laws of it. You know? Like, that's why I was like, yo, this man's a black dude. He don't know what's going on. He think, you know, oh yeah, I could threaten this dude. I'll slap the shit. You slap me, I'm gonna have to do what I have to do, homie. Then comes Egg Gang. Shout out to African Village and Egg Gang. You know, I like those type of trolls and stuff. But what y'all want to hear the wildest threat I ever got? This white supremacist man said he'll fuck me from behind and look in my eyes. That's what a white supremacist said to me one day. These white supremacists is out here crazy. Like, yo, real talk. They're mad because at the end of the day, they can't say and do whatever they want to do. Why you think they have the Myron gangs out here acting dumb? Is the spokesperson for white supremacy. That's the spokesperson. You know? And like, I know I'm be talking and stuff like that. It's pretty dope. But we're going to get into what Brandon said to, what's his name? Adam 22. You know, we're going to break that down.
Watching the Brandon slander.
Hey, your master plan worked. How do you feel? Are you proud of yourself? You cost a black man
that
his
dude
job?
Must be Mexican.
Yeah, fire dog.
I'm really disappointed with Almighty Suspect. It's like, just like I said, but when I first met you guys, I said you guys failed this man because you guys let him get away with so much that he had to have thought he was invincible. Like he couldn't be, let go. We had a great pod yesterday. We had like almost 7,000 people watching without the white man Adam in the room. That was a victory, right? That was like
he's super Pan-African. You could tell he's Pan-African. He is right. They did have a good pod. I will say that it was a good pod. But I do want to say this. I am kind of disappointed, but not at Almighty Suspect's reaction. I'm mad that Adam fired him and not suspended him. I think as a leader, as a boss, you should not take accountability, but lead. Everything you do, everybody's supposed to be like, yo, I could do what he did. Everybody's doing what Adam 22 does to like people who are gang members or gang related. He talks shit to them. He does foul and says foul shit to people. And these people will be ready to put their hands on him. But he has security. So motherfuckers is emulating what Adam 22 does. I personally got to be honest about that. This is why I say I blame Adam 22 for that shit. You know, that's why I was like, yo, shout out to Santos Cruz. You know, he works there. That's cool. But I feel like, yo, I think Adam, he's the whole reason of why this shit happened. We have to say that because at the end of the day, Adam 22 does the same shit that Brandon did and fucking Almighty Suspect. You think Omari suspect is just disrespectful because this is just how he is? No, Brandon's kind of right. He's like, yo, he's disrespectful because y'all allow that shit. Y'all cared about the numbers and the views, and y'all thought that was selling. But when the shit gets out of hand, you want to fire people. You did the same shit to Sharp. And I think personally, believe what Sharp said. It was because of Lena. Lena had a problem with Sharp and how he talked to the bitches. Sharp is trying to give some game, and these bitches is talking about sucking dick. It's like it's like you talking about, oh, yo, let's fix the community and stuff and get rid of these drugs. And this motherfucker over here on the side talking about smoking crack. You might like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? We're talking about fixing the community. You talking about fucking getting high off of crack. You want to be a crackhead? Go over there and be a fucking crackhead. We over here trying to do something. We're trying to be positive. You don't. Let me ask you a question. You don't think Shop made a big You don't think Shop made a progress with some of these girls? I think he did. He had one girl crying, talking, and remembering all the crazy shit that was happening, and figuring out that this shit ain't normal. What she was doing. That this chick has trauma. I think, this is why I say Adam 22 is the one to blame for that shit. I believe, this is why I said, I believe everything, all this shit that's happening, putting Brandon in there, I think that was Adam 22's idea. Because you know what? I'm going to say this. I think both of them are undercover agents. Adam 22 is from fucking New Hampshire. No, it was in Nashua, New Hampshire. He's like 30 to an hour away, an hour and a half to an hour. No, an hour to an hour and a half away, I believe. You don't think Adam 22 knew this shit was going to go left? When the shit was going left the first time, he was talking about fucking, he was talking about selling No Jumper or getting rid of No Jumper and just making money off of Plug Talk. This motherfucker was losing weight because everybody left. Like, we can't act like this shit ain't true. And let me tell y'all something about New Hampshire. Shout out to New England. Hey, what's going on, Franco Alvarez? I'm sorry, I don't know your last name, but shout out to FA. Salute to you. Thank you. I want to say this. You don't think New Hampshire's racist? New Hampshire is Massachusetts' racist cousin, because Massachusetts is racist. It's a systematic racist state. If not the worst systematic racist state in the U.S. New Hampshire is just full-blown racist. They'll tell you they have Confederate flags out there in New Hampshire. They don't have that shit in Massachusetts. The closest Confederate flag that they have in Massachusetts is a Dixie Ross flag. I mean, a Betty Ross flag. I'm sorry, a Betty Ross flag. And we got to be personally honest with that shit. That shit, why you think, me to ask you a question, why you think he takes advantage of these motherfuckers? He play off of how LA's rules is. These motherfuckers is be trying to make money. These motherfuckers is trying to change their life. And Adam, I think, and I believe is pulling them down. I think also, too, this might be a good thing for Omari Suspect, because Omari Suspect don't need to be with No Jumper. He can actually... Omari Suspect can be a star by himself. He can be a star by himself, and I'm going to also say this. He can progress by himself. This is why I say I do believe what homie said a little bit, where he said, yo, y'all failed him because y'all let him get away with all that shit. Yeah, I do kind of believe that, but Omari Suspect, that was your choice to do what you do. As an adult, you do have to take that responsibility. And that's what I have to say about that. And it sucks to say about it, but it's wow It's wild. My man put on a knife on Brandon. But the thing about it, I also, they said Shop could be a star by himself. Shop is, one thing I'm going to say, Shop is doing a big move by himself, Kwame. Shout out to Kwame, the legendary, immigrant tether. I don't like to call Kwame a tether because he do be trying to bring Black Americans together, but he be hating on Black American success, though. Omari Sussex is emotional and pull a sucker move. But the thing about it, your boy started it. One thing I'm going to tell you about Kwame, he's a Pan-African like Brandon. So he's going to have that. And shout out to Kwame, the legendary Kwame from Queens. Salute, Kwame. Oh, your boy's on here too, Rando. Say what's up to Rando, Kwame. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's just, I will say this. It wasn't an emotional move. I will answer that question. It wasn't an emotional move, but I think Brandon knew how to push this man's buttons. Brandon been doing this for quite a while. He's not like seasonal as Tariq Nasheed or Captain Tazari yet or other people who doesn't like, told you. But B knows what he's doing. Brandon knows what he's doing. He is a vet. The only 2 stars is Flacco and Brandon. Nah. What about Whack? I haven't seen Whack 100 in a while though. Would you even call Brandon a star? I think Brandon grifts. He grifts off the Pan-Africanism stuff. He did have a great interview with Lush. And I think he had another great interview with Gorilla, what's his name? Gorilla something. Is it peace to my African and the end of those. They are scientific. This man is fucking crazy. Yeah, they go back at it a lot. Salute to Rando and Kwame. Oh yeah, Whack is a one. Whack, I think Whack always been a star. Me, if I was I wouldn't mess with Whack. It's just something always goes left with Whack. That's the thing, and I don't think I can. Just me. I don't think I can handle Whack's energy. Whack. I'm not offending. What's up, player? Yeah, it's just Whack. I'll have to be cautious because Whack is a very smart guy, very very smart guy. Yeah, with them or against them. Yeah, it's Whack is a weird situation, and Whack helps out a lot of people. I will say that about Whack. Whack helps out. Whack 100 helps out a lot of people. So salute Kaz Jones, aka Whack 100. Salute. But I'm very cautious when shit like that. I don't like shit like that because I know shit's gonna go left. Like 50 makes me nervous too. 50 Cent from Queens, yeah, he makes me nervous. Because you got to look at it. A lot of people can't last with 50. Brandon is a Pan-African, more like a W.E.D. Du Bois. Yeah, I can see that. Kwame. I can see that he's more like a W.E.B. Du Bois. But he be giving out false information though, not bad information. Brandon does. His shit does change up a little bit. So let's finish this.
I'm looking like a necessary evil, but Lush is to blame. Oh, let me stop there. You said I make too many points. Let me stop right there, and then I'll make my next point when you respond to that.
Okay. Oh, wait, what was it? Just basically that you think we gave him too much of a long leash to get away with a bunch of.
Attention, New England homeowners.
He is right about that part right there.
Beautifully,
but he did agitate the whole situation, though. That's the thing.
You guys gave him enough rope to hang himself, basically.
I think that you are an agent of chaos who came in here and you basically created a scenario in which you knew how he would react in order to get him fired. Those are dirty, dirty tactics. But I can't lie. I respect the gamesmanship of it because you ultimately did accomplish what I think that you wanted to accomplish in the long run. and you didn't have to hit anybody. You didn't have to f your situation up. You came in and you were antagonistic enough to someone who you know does not respond well to that sort of thing, and you caused him to get out of pocket and lose his job.
That's not the case, because Lush was correct. We've had several conversations, and I told him I see the potential in Suspect as a podcaster, but 3 or 4 years in, he's going to have to start showing it. Be this great, amazing podcaster that you claim to be. If I'm the person, if you have the job that I want, which is his words, why don't you show me why I want that job? And bro, at the end of the day, just showed that.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Santo Cruz. Let me say this. Santo Cruz. If you're Sharp's cousin, what the fuck you working at No Jumper for? And they just full-blown disrespect that man for like 2-3 months. And still is disrespecting him. That's fucked up, Santos. I don't think you... Nah, I don't think so. You should be on your cousin's side, because your cousin didn't do anything. Santo Cruz. I'm calling you out on that one, man. That's some foul shit. I will say that. Lacking of self-control got him fired. Yeah, that too. I believe that too. Let me see what Omari Suspect show. He can't have intellectual. He can have great intellectual conversations. I feel like when it's I think with Brandon was baiting him. Brandon was calling him all bitches and all this other stuff, and he knows how California people feel about that word bitch, and especially if you're not friends with that person. When you say calling somebody a bitch, you're trying to disrespect the person. So that's one thing I could say on the defense of Omari, the suspect Omari, but Brandon didn't deserve to get spit on. You know? But but the thing, like I say, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. He won that prize. He got the job, but yeah. Like Suspect Almighty, he's very educated and intellectual in music, hip hop. I heard he was into the fuck you call it, the battle rap game. You know, so he is intellectual in that, but he's gonna have to meditate or figure out why he's so triggered like that, because at the end of the day, he is gonna lose a lot of chili, as they say in California, for doing shit like that, and he's gonna be one of those people that will be blacklisted if he doesn't fix that. And I want him to fix that because I want him to succeed, because I think since I felt it was BJJ once he found that. But that karate shit doesn't work. The Karate Kid shit doesn't really work, because when you're on the street and stuff, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is dope, but it doesn't stop you from getting punched in the face a dozen of the time. And you have to be like really, really good. Like Dylan Danielson, he's nasty. You fuck around, you give that motherfucker your arm, man, you're out for like 6 months. That's how good Dylan Danielson is. The guy who fought Logan Paul. Did I meet him? Nah, I never met him before, but those type of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu motherfuckers is dope. But this motherfucker, he hasn't been doing no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That motherfucker's too big. Craig Jones, Ryan. Yup. That motherfucker's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu god. Gordon Ryan. Oh, yeah. Everybody knows Gordon Ryan. I wish he would have went into... Karate is not... Did I say karate? My fault if I said karate. I meant martial arts. Mixed martial arts. I just say he's a Karate Kid. I'm just being facetious when I say that. I didn't mean it like, oh, he does karate like kung fu. No, I know he does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But what's his name is a god in that shit. Gordon Ryan, yeah, he's the GOAT. I think he beat Mighty Mouse. I think he's a little bit better than Mighty Mouse. Yeah, he's lit. That's how lit he is. Look him up. He got some great fights. But the thing about it, yeah, he fucked up with. I think what's his name. I think Brandon did that shit. He said that he know, oh yeah, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He did that shit to try to punk him. Yeah, he's a black belt, but there's like, yo, fucking Dylan Danielson's a 3rd degree black belt. Like, he be on that type of shit. Like, he been doing this shit. Dylan Danielson been doing that shit for like, what, fucking, at least like 15 years. 10 to 15 years easily. Yeah, he been doing that shit for 10 to 15 years easily. It's just he's not a he's because he's like 6-0 before he got fired, but he's not a fighter. He's not a boxer, or striker, and it's different when you fighting somebody who's a striker. You know, that's why if you ever notice, like Brazilian jiu-jitsu is dead in the MMA. It's because everybody knows it. That's why Royce Gracie was so dope for like 20 years, because nobody didn't know how to do Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You know? It's just nobody didn't know how to counter it. That's why all these Russian people are doing that, that different type of wrestling. Yeah, they do that, because I'm going to be personally honest. There's people 3 or 4 times way better than fucking Khabib. Khabib is not even like a spectrum of what the motherfuckers got in Russia. All jokes aside. Like, he might be one of the greatest. Khabib meta is like at least top 10. He's top 10 easily. But Russia, there's way better people than Khabib. That's why, oh yeah, he was wrestling a beer at 9. That shit don't mean fucking shit. There's motherfuckers that was like 3 times talentedly better than 3 or 4 times way better than him. And I'm just being personally honest about it. Craig Jones, I haven't watched a lot of him. And shout out to Bryce Ewings. Shout out to you, player. I haven't watched a lot of his. I've probably seen like 1 or 2. He's not bad. Is the best martial art in the U.S. Nah, not no more. The best martial arts is the Russian shit. UC channels, cloning, Trevor Hunter. Yeah, he should have signed that prenup, man. I told you, man, that girl was probably sucking his balls, probably did some little bit of violating, put her finger in his butt or something like that, or eat his butthole. Yeah, girls is freaks when they find out a motherfucker got money. Yeah. She was doing everything. I know some bitches like that. One bitch almost got me back. It was like 20 years ago, man. Girl sucked my balls, man. No, she told me bust on her face, and she took the thing, put it all in her mouth, and spit it all on her titties, and looked in my eyes and shit. I was like, oh shit, I almost married that bitch, man. Yeah, and I had to calm myself down. I was like, yo, wake up, man. Back to reality, man. You know, you set yourself up for failure, man. So, yeah, that shit happened, man. That shit. Trevor Hunter, man, he was a lollipop dude at the time. He's a lollipop nigga. You know, he's looking for love. He just looks for loves in the wrong places, man. And shout out to him, man. I hope everything does work out. But, you know, that's a set for... He's setting himself up for failure. I'm going to be personally honest about the whole situation. I personally wouldn't do it, you know. But yeah, she must be a freak or something, man. Yeah, she must be a freak. Bro, yeah, that's dope. But like, yo, the Russians is controlling the game right now, man. Islam, fucking the other guy with the one eye, who's the guy who just beat Alex Pereira? That guy. And what's wrong with Alex Pereira? He don't got a ground game. You know, Alex Pereira don't got a ground game. So it's the thing about Alex Pereira, you got to be careful. You'll try to do some ground shit, and this motherfucker just punched you and you're out. That man got TNT in his hand. You know, gonna lose everything typically. Sucker who never got bitches growing up. Yeah. That's what happened, man. He's looking for love, man. He's not looking for like having a good time, fucking other girls and shit. Like, he's looking for a wife. He want to have a family and shit. He fell in love. That's why I said, she probably doing some freaky shit to him, man. Man, that girl probably let him put in her butt and everything. Yeah, man. Probably sucking his dick, looking in his eyes and everything. Yeah. Hell yeah. But that shit, she got that bag. She got the bag now. Now she can be like, stop. Hey, what's up? Shout out to Highway 20 Skinny. Salute. Yeah, we're watching a few things on Brandon again. He started he tried to dumb out on Omari Suspect, and Omari Suspect pulled out a knife on him. So yeah. He was the ugliest puppy in the litter, man. Yeah, man. But but you gotta look in this era, looks doesn't matter, man. It's about stability, It's like, like me, like I always tell people all the time, back in the day, I was community dick, man. I was just good for, dicking bitches down and just leaving, jumping. Oh, he could jump out windows and stuff, and he's good. He can run. I'm out of there. Oh, your brother's coming? Whoop. Oh, I'm just a friend. I got me a lie, talk about, I got a girlfriend. I'm not messing with your girl. I'm good. I was a good mistress. We called them paramours. That's why I got paid for it. And I had to work for like 6 years. Just want me to around, dick you down, have great conversations with you. We go out to eat. I have manners. It's like my era is different from this era right here because I was going for the strong, independent women, Because nobody didn't want no strong, independent fucking woman. I'm going to be personally honest, Because they want the control. They're not used to being submissive. And I don't see there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's love for everybody. It's just sometimes you might have to lower that standard and you can't get that rich guy. That rich guy wants you to give up everything for him, It's just me. I just want you to clean the fucking house and cook. You can have as much as money you want. You could have any type of job you want. Just have that shit clean when we get home and stuff. I might be working 20 hours, 15 hours, 18 hours. Just give me the time that I need. And I always tell people all the time, when you get those rich people, you can't go on trips like that all the time. Because that motherfucker always has to work to support your habit, Paid meal escort. Basically, That's all I was good for, man. Just community dick. I wouldn't say escort, probably mistress or sugar baby, So I was a paramour, It's just like, they didn't pay for, me to be, a hardworking man. They just paid for good dick, man, They paid for my lifestyle. You got to pay for a lifestyle, man. It is what it is. Like, yeah, I tell people all the time, women pay for dick. You don't think so? I tell anybody that. I know a lot of girls who paid for dick, Hey, baby, these new Jordans is coming out. And the spring Gucci outfit is coming out too. Baby, I think I'm going to need that sometime this week because I want to be the first one to have it. Especially if you get you one of them older women. Them older women, they'll teach you etiquette and everything. Etiquette, how to be proper, the soup spoons and all that other shit. What to say, what not to say. Yeah. You get you one of them older ones. Oh yeah, me, I used to love the girls who was like 64, 65. They love young guys. And like everybody's starting to see that shit now because of social media. But nah, back in the them older women, yeah. Where you think like, I always tell people all the time, where you think, oh yeah, that girl's messing with the poo boy coming from, or that lady's messing with the help. That shit came from somewhere. Like me, I do reaction videos for adult entertainments. Bronze had a player ball off. Nah, I wasn't no pimp or anything. I just couldn't solicit myself to do no shit like that. Cause it's too much emotions and stuff like that. I don't think I could have a girl do that, man. I'm kind of a selfish person, so yeah, I couldn't be no player. No pimp. Maybe a player, baby, you know I love you. I would never do nothing. I would never mess with that girl. Or that girl took advantage of my what I used to say. That girl took advantage of my weakness. I was what I always say, I was vulnerable at that time. So I was vulnerable and she took advantage of it, you know. Runs in the house. Watch it. That's what you gotta do, man. It's just it comes with the territory, man. Like sometimes I was vulnerable at the time, baby. I didn't know what I was doing, you know. I just lost my dog. And, you know, my brother just ran off to college, and my mother kicked me out the house. I was vulnerable. You know, I didn't know who to go to. Baby, you know I could come to you. You could always come to me. You know, just I didn't know, baby. I didn't want to, you know, be a burden. Maybe shed a tear or two. You know, just show your soft side. Yeah, man. It's like my era's different. Like now, you do that shit now. You be like, oh, man, you broke-ass nigga. You all crying. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, girls is ruthless nowadays. You know, you get one of them older women, man. Them older women, they understand, man, like, yo, times can be hard. They experience twice of you sometimes, you know. At the time, I was like, what, 22, 23? She probably lived 3 times longer than me. You know, you ain't pulling the white... My dog died. Yeah. My dog died. You never had a dog a day in your life. Yeah, shit is. You start to think of something, man. It's hard out here, man. That's why I said I was a mistress, man. You know, I'm just a friend, or I'm the help. You know, why would she do that? I'm the help. You got all the money. Toot up the husband's ego. Yo, you got all the money. Why would she want me? I'm the help. You know, you're this rich old guy, you know, that's doing big, and he's a fucking loser and, like, don't know how to talk to his wife, mistreats his wife. That's why I was telling people all the time that in one episode, I was like, yo, Myron Gaines, his wife, his girlfriend's going to start cheating sooner or later. She probably already got some dick on the side. She probably got 2 or 3 dicks on the side, and Myron Gaines doesn't know. It's just, it comes with that territory, man, you know. Because some girls don't understand that if she's not Muslim, and that girl's from Colombia, oh yeah, she loved dick, you know. Yo, man, I remember I was doing I never put it out too. I did a reaction video to this orgy in I think Colombia or Brazil. Oh man, that bitch was getting dick down about like 4 or 5 dick, you know, motherfuckers all busting in her. And she had the coil head too, the curly coil head. Guys all pulling, and one guy's just putting it in her mouth. Yo, it's crazy. I never put the video out. I was gonna put that shit on Pornhub and stuff like that. I just do reaction video. You ain't gonna see my wee wee or anything, but yeah, man. I almost put that shit out. I was like, yo, that shit would have been, yo. I put this one video out, and like, yo, till this day, I still have people who's in the porn world or the adult entertainment world. Hitting me up on X, telling me that, yo, you need to put more out. It's like, yo, I have probably like 10, 11 reactions in the chamber. I got that shit in the safe. If I really wanted to put it out, I can put it out. You know, I got this one where what's homegirl's name? Puerto Rican girl, fine as fuck. I think she's so sexy, but she's like 50. She's like almost 50 right now. Queen Rogue, that's her name. Queen Rogue, ROGUE. Queen Rogue. Yo, that girl could take some dick. That Puerto Rican girl, I was like, oh damn, she is so sexy. I think she's from Miami or New York too. She's finer than a motherfucker. She started doing porn or adult entertainment when she was like 47, 48. She's only like I think she just hit 5 years. You know? But that's what's going on with, what's his name? Travis Hunter, because he's not used to getting pussy like that, man. I'm talking about some good pussy. Yo, I tell you, man, when those people get that good pussy, yo, you could catch you a few suckers. Why you think some of these girls, yo, they be having baby by these bum-ass motherfuckers? Sometimes it's just good dick or, like, just a good adventure. You know, but when you get both good dick and a good adventure, yeah, a bitch want to have a baby by you. Even if you have a wife and kids and everything. Oh, I'm not gonna tell your wife. No, just support us. That's it. Yeah, man. Good dick and everything. She don't want to leave that shit alone. Yeah, you get that old school pussy, man. Or you get that old school dick, man. Yeah, bitches love that. Bitches hitting the girl from the back, just grab her hand with both hands like that. Yeah, man. Cause also too, I did the reaction videos because I have been to like some swinger and orgy parties and stuff like that. Give it about a year, and I bet you she's going to get tried. Yeah, I give it 3 years. 3 years, because at the end of the day, it depends where they live at. The date is probably 3 years. Like in I think Texas, if you live with a girl for like 7 years, you have to pay them spousal alimony. Yeah, even if you're not married to them. Yeah, that shit is crazy. Yeah. I DJ X1, I give it like 3 years, depending where they live at. Just so she can secure the bag. So she'll be doing the cooking and the cleaning and all that other cool shit and stuff. It's not gonna last because she's controlling. She's kind of narcissistic, if you ask me. She remind me of Karen Reed. If you don't know who Karen Reed is, she killed her boyfriend, but he was a fucking cop in Massachusetts. That case is actually still going on right now. It's live right now. Yeah, it's a wrap. I think he fucked up his career. He could probably still get out of it, but like in the marriage, you can't hide your assets. If you hide your assets, you already lose. You know.
He can dish it out, but he can't take it. He was calling me bees the whole episode. So as soon as I start calling bees back, he flies off the handle. That's not a setup or a plan. That's just being an immature child.
Brandon, do you think that you continually bringing the BPS thing though was a bit excessive, considering like that's not really any of the talking?
Yeah, that's what Jalise was going with too, because both of them recognize that that's something that he's sensitive about.
Yeah, she does.
Listen,
she does. I believe that.
I said it.
I believe that, Rando.
Nothing he could physically do to me. He couldn't intimidate me. In suspect, this was the first conversation you guys have seen that went like a conversation would go if suspect had this conversation with anyone outside of No Jumper. No Jumper is a control situation where he can dominate because he knows no one's coming up there to fight or do anything. But when he runs into someone who is just as committed,
yo, fix your phone, homie.
to like humiliating him as he is to them, now he can't handle it. So all he had against me was, oh, you're gay, you got little shorts. I ran through a list of
Adam's got shorter shorts than you now.
Oh boy.
TVH.
There you go.
These are long shorts for the record, but wait, keep going. Lush wanted to make a bad joke there for a second.
That was on point.
Well, the thing is, Sus leads with this like tough guy, I'll fight people like role. And the problem is, he is exactly who everyone thought he was. You are selectively picking out people who you think you could be. Because when he's in the room with a bunch of gangsters, his energy changes totally.
Oh shit.
No extras.
That's fucked up. I think Brandon right now is just trying to humiliate him. I think he's trying to humiliate him now because at the end of the day, he lost his job. So I think this is a shot in the heart. I gotta say that. You know, Poetic Flacco is gonna stick up for Brandon. I will say that.
He's not over talking people like he was being rude, over talking Bizarre. Like, I want to hear what Bizarre had to say. Sus is so ignorant, he's just over talking the guest, unless you could even admit that.
I would have liked to have heard more from Bizarre.
And I kept saying we need to let the guest
Salute, that's Bobby.
You think I over talk and I do. But when there's someone who's a bigger personality than me in the room, I know how to shut the up and play my role.
No, I feel it. I mean, yeah, honestly, Sus is always was an over talker and an interrupter and a kind of like get into an argument and then start repeating the same thing over and over and over and over while the other person talks, which is, it's like a clubhouse style of argument, and it doesn't necessarily always end up with the best podcast. But either way, I mean, I'm not trying to kick us back in unnecessarily.
I do you, Brandon, for walking away.
If there's a legend in the room like Bizarre, you got to defer to him and if I ask a question about Detroit, Sus, we don't want to hear about who you know from Detroit. We want to hear his perspective, and that's what that guy doesn't understand. You are not the biggest personality in the room all the time. Relax. And that's where Lush failed as a moderator, plus the person who asked to have this battle. He was too scared of Sus to shut his boy.
Hold on, dickhead. You were the one that wanted this. Hold on, I'm cutting him off. I'm cutting him off.
Go.
Okay, go.
No mics. I'm cutting him off because that's a lie. You asked for this first, player.
Let me ask you a question, Lush. When we were in that debate with Viral Way, did you not hear Viral tell me, hey, shut up, let him get his point across? Did you not hear Viral Way tell me that?
Absolutely.
He's my homie. He could tell me, hey, shut the fuck up, let this dude get his point out.
I'll be right back,
homie, you should have more control over Suspect. You should have been like, hey, man, you over talking right now, because that's something that only a homie could say twice.
Lush can't say that. He doesn't want to get beat up again.
No, to be honest, if you watch the episode back, I literally, I did my best to moderate a 6-person panel.
Lush, he begged you to talk like 4 times. You said, bro, moderate. Can I talk, Lush?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he was already speaking for like 58%, if not more, of the podcast. So. And I
58, such a random number.
I know, right? Like,
is that
I'd say 60.
63, not from 63rd%. Like,
yeah, but also, I do think though that this conversation is kind of unfair to Sus to have Brendan call in to talk about Sus, but then Suspect won't be able to call in to defend himself.
It's called Sus.
I mean, yeah,
it's called Sus. Make it fair.
What I'm saying is I never schemed on this dude to get him fired. Bro got himself fired when he decided to bring a weapon. It's just like the Carmelo Anthony situation.
Just like a murder.
You decided to sneak a weapon past security. You forfeited your job. You couldn't get away with that shit at Walmart. Adam, come on, let's be real.
No doubt. I mean,
how does security not catch it though? Like, did he go outside after?
Well, it's not like they're cavities. Did they even search you guys?
Yeah.
I got.
So I'm gonna say this. Damn, that's a weird situation. Then he thought Carmelo Anthony. I told you he always takes shots at Black Americans. I'm gonna say this. I feel, and this is just how I think about it. I feel that the whole situation with Brandon's playing victim now. You say nice things about him and stuff and all this. I feel like Brandon's trying to blackball Omari. Well, suspect Omari. Omari suspect. I'm sorry, Omari suspect. Yeah, because it seems like, they're just trying to blame everything on him. He's the scapegoat. He's gonna be the scapegoat, and that's what it is. One thing you always have to have is a scapegoat. Some bullshit happened. Well, he was in charge when this happened. But, it's like a person saying like, oh, yeah, this man was in charge, but, I'll take the fall for it. It looked like, it wasn't you. You're just, being an honorable person of doing it. That was all Brandon. Brandon should have never, Brandon knew how to get under his skin. And that's why this shit went left. Like, we have to say that. There's no ands and buts about that shit. Like, as much as I don't fuck with Brandon, I know that Brandon did that shit on purpose. Brandon knew that shit was gonna go left. Brandon been wanted to fight him. If Brandon didn't want to fight him, Brandon would have never told him about the martial arts training. Because also don't forget, he was on other shows saying, oh yeah, I would have been fucked him up. He said, I went outside, he's like, he said, I thought I was going to get jumped. And they didn't even do anything to me. He was on that type of time. So we can't act like, yo, Brandon didn't sign up for that bullshit. Brandon signed up for it. And like I said, I think, what's his name? Flacco's going to defend Brandon because they're both Pan-African.
Bitch, he did his job, Adam. The security did his job. Sus kept getting up, leaving the studio room. And that's when he went out to go get that knife.
Whoa.
To be fair, no, well, like I don't. Like, to be fair, he did leave the pod.
Do we know that he didn't hoop it?
Oh.
We
The
don't
gangster
know.
pocket.
3 knuckles deep. Good pocket.
The gangster pocket.
No shots, but if you hooped it, we can't really blame the security. And you might need to go to the doctor because you're going to die of an infection from the poop knife.
Or even put the poop knife.
Oh, wait, you didn't get stabbed, right?
Or even put it under his foot.
See,
while the security was at the door watching.
Oh yeah, yo, fucking Adam's loving this shit right now. I'm gonna say this. What's going on, Shabaka? Salute, Shabaka. But yeah, Adam's loving this shit. Adam 22's loving this shit. Oh yeah, he's loving it. He's like, yo, he's getting hard off of this type of bullshit. You know, I think Brandon is hitting the nail in the coffin for him. I think Omari Suspect is about to be blackballed. I'm talking about blackball from every podcast. The only way Omari Suspect can survive this if he has a great podcast or he knows some deep dark secrets about Adam 22 and No Jumper. And he just does a whole bunch of interviews and he put the interviews out. It's like, yo, if he goes live right now, everybody's watching. Everybody want to know what Omari Suspect is going to say. All jokes aside, I think, like I said, I think Brandon thought he was crashing out, thinking like, yo, this little nigga ain't going to touch me. Fuck him. And this is how Brandon's thinking. I'm going to call him a bitch a few times. Like, yo, you got to look at it. The difference between him and Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed ran up on him. And B just started running. He left his attorney. And his attorney like, yeah, he was out that bitch. You know? I feel, and like I said, I feel for Omari Suspect because at the end of the day, I don't want nobody to lose their job, but yeah, my nigga, you can't do that. You know? You can't do it. You know? And plus California, like I said, California laws is different. I've been said that California laws is different. You know, so it's a weird, like I said, it's a weird situation. I personally wouldn't follow it. I wouldn't follow those rules, but yeah, I think Adam 22 knew what he was doing. He's like, yo, I'm gonna make content out of this. Cause let's look how many views that they had. In 18 hours, they only had over 60,000. Now let's look. Hold up. Let's go back and look. No Jumper. 40,000, 95,000, 97,000, 109,000, 147,000. Yeah. 58,000. Yeah. Yeah, that shit, man. Motherfuckers is eating out here. Motherfuckers is eating out here. You know, I do want to say this, you know. I want to thank everybody for last night too. Last night was a great show. We got busy last night. Pause. Also, this was a great episode. Even though we had trolls, salute to the trollers. You know what? I think I'm gonna say this. Give a shout out to African Village and Egg Gang. Shout out to them. You know why? Because they came with the heat today. Yeah, Kwame, you missed it. They came with the heat today. Salute to them. You know, they came with the heat, talking about They were talking crazy, but you know, I like that heat. I like how they, you know, this is how we got the show on popping because we gotta give y'all the MVPs today. We gotta say African Village and Egg Game, y'all MVPs today. Y'all came with the heat, disrespecting, and yeah, we like that shit here, you know? Damn, and you deleted it? Come on, yo. Why you deleted African Village? Don't be deleting shit, man. Yeah, just don't delete shit, man. Yo, first of all, I'm not gonna take anything serious about what you say. I know you ain't gonna, put your hands on nobody. Like I said, bro, I'm 5'11", 215, bro. And I can run a 4.4 right now. So at the age of 40. So it just, and I can bench 350 if I really wanted to. You know, it just, I don't take you serious. I know you doing what you do, but at the end of the day, like I said, I appreciate they caught you trying. They don't understand roasting us. FBA action. Yeah, because I told her, he's like, oh, I'm gonna put my hands on you. I was like, bro, I can't fight you, bro. I was like, yo, I'm a gun owner. I can't fight. I had to explain to her. I was like, yo, I can't fight you, bro. They'll take my gun from me in Massachusetts. They will actually really tell, oh, yo, this dude's out here fighting. Yeah, I can't fight you, bro. And also too, like I said, I do a little bit of mixed martial arts too, and I have to sign a paper. The paper is saying, like, if I do anything, I can actually go to jail. Because they look at my hands as weapons. Like, yeah, that's why I said I just like to troll. And, yo, keep on trolling, man. I don't mind y'all troll, man. Y'all do y'all thing, man. You was getting busy. What's cracking, y'all? 100. Give me a second. He posts your shit. He's saying you carry. Yeah, let him say it, man. You know, like I said, it's nothing to me. The hands is a weapon. Shit is a man. No, it's true. Boxers, they can't really fight. They'll go to jail. Mike Tyson went to jail for that shit. Remember those white guys who thought they were gonna jump him? Yeah. You have to sign papers for that. Certain people have to do that. They're professionals. That's why you think, let me ask you a question. Why you think, what's his name? And he's a funny money type of nigga too. Motherfuckers like, yo, come in, get in the gym. Sign the paper. Cause most of those motherfuckers know how to box. Most of those people did amateur boxing. That sign your paper shit? No, that shit's true. Especially with mixed martial arts. They catch you fighting, they know what you're doing. Yeah. Because of what? He beat up like 4 or 5 people. Oh yeah, shout out to Omari Arts. Shout out to you, homie. Hey, hit a sub, man. Hit a sub. I thought the shit was a myth too, but nah, that shit ain't no myth. Especially in certain places. Yeah, that's why I say if you go to a gym, yes. Or if you can't just be fighting on the streets. This ain't fucking England. Where you like, take the glove off, slap the motherfucker, talk about you want to challenge him. Nah, you can't do that shit. You actually have to go to a gym. Yeah, you go to jail for that, man. I thought that shit was a myth. I was like, nah, motherfuckers actually really want to fight. Yeah, they can do it. Yeah, but you have to go to a gym and sign a paper saying that. You ever seen that show? What's that show back in the day in MTV? They used to have it on MTV. These were bully beatdown. That's what they used to call it. These motherfuckers who used to bully people. And they get in the cage with a MMA star. And if they win, if they don't let the guy submit them, they get like $1,000. They got $10,000. If they get submitted 5 times, they lose $5,000. They lose $1,000 every submission. Then after that, I think there's like striking only. Yeah, that shit is true, man. I'm telling you. I used to think that shit was fake. Like, oh nah, niggas is selling wolf tickets. Nah, that shit is real, bro. And I lose. I love my. Let me tell you something. I tell everybody all the time, especially in Boston, yo, go get your firearms permit. You have no you have no record. Don't wait until you get a record to say, oh, I wish I could carry a firearm. Oh yeah. They send books to my house. Yo, what is it? There's some deals where they give you these super dope cases and stuff. I actually about to buy a safe and put it on my wall right here. I actually had to take some stuff down. I'll show you because I got a camera right here. See, right there on the side. I'm gonna have a safe right there. That shit is dope. That's what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna put it on my wall because I got a lock on this door. Anyways, it's a fingered lock, so nobody can't come in here. Yeah, the shit is it's lit out here, man. You know, and it's just you just gotta follow the rules. You know, just follow the rules and you be straight. You know, and again, shout out to Omari Arts. You from LA? What's up with y'all names? Y'all got Omari. You got what's my other man's name from LA? Mexican cat. He be on this show sometimes. He's super dope. But one thing y'all have some dope ass women in California. The ones without the plastic surgeries and stuff. Yeah, y'all women be dope. They're one of a kind. I could tell you that. I like my favorite type of women are New Jersey women, California women, and what else? California women. I like Texas women too. Texas women be having them thick ass women too. Woof. Oh yeah. They be having some thick ass women down there. Hell yeah. So definitely go to Texas, but that's a open carry state. Massachusetts ain't really open carry, but you can have it on you. It's just if you drive, you gotta put it away or just have it on you. Yeah. Like when I get pulled over, I just give them that card first. I always give them my card first. It's like, do you have it? Yeah, show them right there. Have your hands up, like, yep, on me right there. You're good. Hell yeah. Then they got this girl on, I think, I-95. Yo, she's fine as fuck. I think she's like Dominican. State trooper. Ooh, she got fat ass too. Big old booty, man. The yammies. But yeah, yeah, man, I be waiting I was like, damn, I hope she pulled me over today. You know, because every time she pulled me over, I got a different car. She always said, "You always got a different car." How many cars you got? I only got like 3 cars. That's it. You know, it's straight though. I'll tell you other cars I had. I got me a Beamer. I got me a Camaro. I drive my Camaro all the time, and I got an HRV. The HRV's for the children. I think I'm gonna sell it and get me a Tahoe. I like the Tahoe, so shit is nice. But I'm gonna wait until I get a little bit more money. I gotta wait until like my money get up there. I'm gonna get the new Tahoes. Those Tahoes, when I say those Tahoes is nice, those shits is nice. I like those better than the Suburbans. All jokes aside, and I think the Suburbans a little bit bigger, but I think the Tahoes are nicer inside. Interiors is dope. You know, I like American cars. American cars is dope. I don't like. I kind of like. I personally, I'm gonna be personally honest. I think I'm gonna sell my Beamer. Cause the Beamer always has some type of problem, and I'm always in and out with that shit. That's why I try not to drive it. I try not to drive it. That I don't even want to drive it no more. And I usually drive my my Camaro, my Corvette Camaro. So I think that's super dope. But yeah, California is dope. I always tell people all the time, I like California, but I don't think I can live there. It's just like this shit that goes on there. Like Adam 22 don't gotta worry because he's white and he lives in the suburbs. Only time he comes down to y'all hood is when he wants to make money or make some type of content. He think y'all motherfuckers is content. He think when y'all go to jail, that's content. He don't, let me tell you something. Some people just don't appreciate life. You know, and that's why I always try to try to pimp game to people about these people from, even like people from the East Coast, like Adam's from New Hampshire. New Hampshire is probably the second or third racist place in the New England region. Like they're super racist. It's so bad. I hate going to New Hampshire. But I go to New Hampshire because they don't got sales tax. So if I buy something, that's just the price. I don't gotta pay no taxes. You know. It's just that's just how it is with New Hampshire. I just personally hate it. Like I like the trees and stuff like that. You can have all the guns and stuff that you want. It's just like I like the scenery. It's just I don't like the people. The people are fucking racist there. I gotta be personally honest. Why you think? Let me ask you a question. Why you think he thinks that way about y'all in California? He was raised like that. He never takes accountability for anything. He always blames the other person. Yeah, that's how motherfuckers from New Hampshire is. You know, especially his family probably has a little bit of money, because don't forget, he was saying that he used to eat, go to dinner with the Clintons and shit. Yeah, he was in their pocket and everything. You know, so that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm gonna start giving shout outs and stuff, and I'm gonna call it the day. Shout out to Africa Village. Shout out to Nick. Oh, my fault. Nick Machiavelli. Nick. Shout out to Top Flight TV. Shout out to Blackfish. Shout out to, I already say Blackfish. DJ X1. Shout out to Egg Gang, Jank Wave. Shout out to Santos Cruz. Bro, go get a. Hey, shout out to Santos Cruz. Shout out to Rando as always. Shout out to Kwame. Shout out to Franco Elva. If I said your name right, I'm sorry if I butcher it. Shout out to Bryce Ewing. Shout out to Rando. Shout out to Bobby, Shabaka, Omari Arts. Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for, watching. And also, thank y'all for, going crazy in the chat, And also, for subs, shout out to Top Flight TV and Egg Game, Jank Waves. Shout out to y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it.